Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and happy Tuesday. Welcome to Sean's Shave Den. I am Sean, your host. Today's shave is going to be a head shave. I know I haven't done one of these in a little bit, but the soap that I'm going to be using today is going to be the Club's Black Birch Stout. And right off the puck, it's a really, really nice, sweet, gourmand type scent. For those of you that aren't familiar with scentology, which I'm starting to get into a little bit, gourmand is usually like a food, like chocolate, like a sweet food or something like that, like chocolate or a cookie or anything that's edible kind of thing, if I'm explaining that correctly. But that's the soap right here. It's like a semi-hard, semi-soft soap, and scent strength probably about 8 off the puck, and even off the face or on the head, it's about an 8. Peter Charcalis makes some really strong scents, and they last for quite a bit during the shave. The razor that I'm going to be using today is going to be my open comb gem Micromatic, which I got from some friends of the family. That's one of the gem razors that I got, and in it I have a gem blade. It's the twist the open from the bottom. A gem blade that I've had in there. Well, I kind of go back and forth between the two gem razors. I've had it in there for probably about 6 or 7 shaves, and that's including face and head shave. So I do have to say, delightfully surprised. This has become my new favorite head shaver as far as old-fashioned razors, and also as far as the sheer efficiency and smoothness that I get on my head. This is definitely rivaled by not many. And I think second in line would be my Carbon Shave Company DE razor and the Carve B plates with the closed comb. But this is excellent as far as efficiency wise. So without further ado, also the brush that I'm using, which I've had soaking, is going to be my Razorock F-400. I believe it's like a 30 millimeter or 32 millimeter knot, Boss synthetic knot. Anyway, so without further ado, let me get this lathered up in a bowl, and then I will get started with the shave. Okay, I have it all lathered up in the bowl, as you can see, and it's got a nice sour cream consistency. As you can see, which I don't know if you could quite see it, but there is kind of a brownish tinge to the lather. So if you're using a natural brush, such as a badger brush or something like that, maybe you'll get some staining. I haven't had any issues, honestly, and to me, it doesn't really matter to me. So let's get this on my head. Now, this has a really nice, it smells like a cookie. It really does. Almost like a graham cracker, if you will. That's my take on it. But I have smelled some black birch stouts or black stouts before, and they do have a similar sweet scent to this. And in my opinion, it's not something that I would wear all the time because of the scent profile on it, but it's definitely something I would wear for festive times, maybe during Christmas or Thanksgiving, when I do want to have that little festiveness going on. It really does have a nice scent. It's not a bad scent, and I would also say it's great for prior to going to bed if you're a night shaver. As you can see, it's all lathered up on there. Put a little bit more water. Peter Charcalis's soaps are notoriously thirsty. You don't need a lot of water, but you would really be depriving yourself of a great lather if you don't add a lot of water to it. So add as much as you want. It doesn't dissipate at all. So that looks good. So for the scent, it is a great scent. I wouldn't wear it every day though. It's especially on hot days. It's a little too much. But for the fall or winter, on a nice cooler day, I would say perfect. So now I don't know whether it's because of the shape of the head on this thing, but I get really great head shaves with this particular razor. It doesn't clog up, and it's very safe to use. I highly recommend, if you're a head shaver, to give one of these gem razors a try. They're super cheap on eBay, or if you find them going into a garage sale or something like that, they're not very expensive. And in my opinion, they're well worth the money. The blades last quite a long time, as you can see. It doesn't really clog, but the blades last a very long time. I've been getting probably about 10 to 12 shaves out of these blades. That's just me, and that's going from head to face. I just use the same blade. I just switch it between the two gem razors that I have. But yeah, about 10 to 12 shaves with a razor, with a blade. Like already on this side, it's already fairly BBS. I just need one or two little, well, one more pass and then a couple little cleanup strokes to get it to where I like it. But these razors are super easy to use on your head. I thought it would be a lot harder because they are, I mean, look at that. That's a big head. I thought it would be a little harder, but it is not. It's actually fairly easy, and it's easy to keep the angle. And this soap is doing awesome. Peter Charcalis's soap, Ariana Evans, and he also owns the Shaving Shop and Club, which are all part of the same line, really. The same base and everything. Except for the Shave Shop and Club portion of it is you have to be a member to get a lot of these soaps right off the bat. He will eventually release these soaps to the public, but that's the privilege of being a member, which I am not a member. I actually had my parents go to the meetup in New York City during, I think it was March or May or something like that, and they picked it up for me directly from Peter Charcalis himself, because he was hosting. But really nice shave. This soap, The slickness and residual slickness are phenomenal, just like all of Peter's soaps. So it's not a quick shaver, but at the same time, I get a level of efficiency and baby butt smoothness on my head that I won't normally get with a regular cartridge razor like I normally use if I don't really want to think about my shave. I forgot to say that I have probably about 6 or 7 days worth of growth on my head, and it took it down pretty damn close. All right, let me get lathered up and ready for the second pass. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, ready for the second pass. I'm gonna go up on the back of my head. And this blade is just cutting like it hasn't even been used. So this week I haven't been really working. Well, not working at all, really. I took this week and part of the following week off because I have a test. For those of you who don't know, I'm in the U.S. Coast Guard, and we have to take a test twice a year to get us on a list to move up in rank. And I'm trying to move up in rank. I'm going to E6. So if you're in the Army, Marines, or anything, it's the equivalent to an E6 in the Army. I'm not quite sure what an E6 in the Army is. I forget. I want to say sergeant, but I could be wrong. I should know these things, right? In the Coast Guard, it's a little bit different. We go by petty officers. So I will be going for petty officer first class, and then after that is chief petty officer. It's the same as the Navy. So I took this week and part of next week to kind of study for the test, because it's very difficult. They don't make, especially in my MOS, or rating, as we call it, in the Coast Guard and in the Navy, we don't advance a lot. I think out of 200 people that took the test last time, they only advanced 10 on the first cut, and for the next few cuts, they'll probably advance altogether probably about 17 out of that 200. So there's other things that factor in. So time in service factors in for points towards your final multiple off the test. So I got quite a bit. I got about 14 years in, which is a little bit more than some of the people in my particular rank. So that helps. Also, award points, if you have any personal awards, depending on what it is, they add a certain amount of points. I think I have altogether about 7 points. I've done a lot in my career. So the big thing for me is just studying for this test and making sure I get as good of grade as possible, which I think I did the math. In order to get top 10 on the test, I would have to get like 100. It's up by points. It's not by percentage. It's out of 150 questions, 150 points. I would have to get 120 on the test, which last time I did okay. I got a 106. Very nice, close shave so far. So that's what I'm trying to do. But I've just been sitting around the house studying with my Amazon Echo, because I made up note cards in it, and it reads the note cards to me. Works really great. Definitely helps out. And I'm gonna get done with this. I'm done with this second pass. Let me lather up for a third and final pass. Really just a pickup pass. This is as smooth as I think most of it is gonna get. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm all cleaned up in a drama-free shave. See, there's a little red spots, but that's not from the shave. Honestly, I've had that on there for a little bit. I think it's more from the weather. I did a little kayaking out in the islands over the weekend, so I got a little bit of sunburn. But anyway, for the aftershave, I'm going to be using the matching aftershave, Black Birch Stout aftershave. And this has a lot of good skin foods in it, as well as some alcohol. And it comes in a cool bottle. I believe Peter put Guinness beer in the batch of soap and also in the aftershave. So that's what gives you that stout scent. So what I'm gonna do is, it doesn't have any stopper on it. Ooh, smells awesome. So I got myself a little medicine dropper, baby medicine dropper. So I'm gonna stick that in the bottle after I shake it up a little bit. And get a little bit in there. I see is a white substance over here. And then put a little bit in my hand. On here, it's like a white. And then I'm gonna put it on my head. Really nice shave. Get most of it out. His aftershaves have some really good skin food to it, so they really offer a lot of moisture to your skin. But anyway, that is the shave for today. I will get back to you with another head shave later on this week. But the face shaves, I'm going to wait until following week. So next week, right before I go back to work, I think it's going to be on Wednesday is when I'll do my face shave video. Anyway, hopefully you guys have a great week and have a good weekend coming up. And I will see you guys later. Please be sure to leave a comment below, and leave a thumbs up if you like the video. And if you're not already a subscriber to my channel, please do so. And I believe I'm coming up on a year of doing this, so once I hit that year mark, I may do another giveaway. So keep watching, and hopefully you guys have a great weekend, or week. Sorry, weekend for me. Take it easy, guys. Have a good one. Bye.